Hey there, my name is Andrew Michael. I am a team leader and broker associate here at eXp Realty in Northeast Florida. We cover St. Augustine, Jacksonville, and then in the surrounding areas as well. And in this video, I'm going to answer one of the biggest questions I always get from buyers. What is a community development district, otherwise known as a CDD? And we're going to talk about the top 3 things you need to know about it, and we're going to do it right now. Hey everybody, welcome back. Again, my name is Andrew Michael. I am a team leader and broker associate here at eXp Realty. Now, if you're coming to our area from out of town, you may not be familiar with what's called a community development district, or CDD. And usually you see it with the master plan communities, although some smaller communities have it too. But basically what it is a large fee. So when the developer, like in the case of Palencia, it's Hines Corporation, in the case of Nocatee, it's the Park Group, when they build all these fabulous amenities, they had to take out a massive mortgage to go ahead and build all these amenities and then other things too. And so then what happens is the first time a home sells, they break a piece of that off and they assign it to a lot. Now, how do they determine the amount that they're going to assign to it? Well, simple. It's usually the width of the lot. So let's say you and I are neighbors and you live in a 70-foot wide lot and I live in let's say a 50-foot wide lot. Well, your CDD is going to be higher. It doesn't matter the depth of the lot. It doesn't matter the size of the house. Only the width of the lot is the only thing that determines it. And it's not like a hard scientific thing. It's just typically what I see. That is how they assess who owes what. Now, so that's the brief background. Number one thing you need to know about CDD fees is you cannot pay them off. And here's why. The CDD fee that you see added to your tax bill, which we're going to talk about that in a minute, but the CDD fee that you are charged is actually 2 parts. You have the operational maintenance and then you have the bond. The bond is the debt that we just talked about a minute ago, so I'm not going to leave that alone. But the operational maintenance is mowing the grass, a lifeguard if there's a pool, whatever expenses come from the operations and maintenance of the amenities. And because that will never go away, you cannot pay off the operational maintenance portion of it. Now, the bond portion, that kind of functions like an assumable, let's say, 30-year mortgage. And so let's say you owned a home, you paid on it for 5 years, then I buy your house from you. I pick up where you left off on those bond payments. You can, in theory, pay that off, and some people do, but it doesn't mean it won't come back later. So if at a later date, if they decide that they want to add to the amenities, build something new, whatever, you may end up seeing your bond coming back. In fact, that has happened in a few communities in our area recently. So if you're looking at homes in a CDD community, what I would encourage you to do is look at the lifestyle that you're getting. So if you're newly married and you don't have kids yet, but that's on the horizon, or hopefully it's on the horizon for you, then in that case, you may want to look at community and say, okay, right now you don't need all this stuff, but down the road you might. It might be nice to have a pool and soccer fields and all this other stuff that your kids can go to, or that you can go to and enjoy too, and you don't have to leave the community. So it really just kind of depends on your lifestyle. There's no right or wrong in this particular issue. So what I always encourage buyers to do is look at the amenities. Let's go take a look at them, walk them, talk about it, and then look at what it costs, and both with rules and with fees, and see, is this the lifestyle you're looking for? And if so, we should take a look at it. If not, then we move on, go find somewhere else. So that's the number one thing. The number 2 thing that you need to know about CDD fees is that they go on your property taxes. So if you have a mortgage, then chances are the mortgage company is charging you extra each month, or escrows. So at the end of the year, in the fall, when that tax bill comes out, your lender can just go ahead and cut a check and pay that. Your CDD fees get added to your property taxes. So if you live in the municipality and in the county, they're going to add your CDD fees to that as well. So there you go. So that is the number 2 thing about CDD fees that you need to know. The number 3 thing about it is not too many people know this, but it probably won't ever apply or matter to you. However, if you want to run for, let's say, an HOA board, whatever the rules are for that HOA, you just follow them and there they go. But it's not like an official thing. However, with CDDs, you actually have to go to the supervisor of elections in your county and run just kind of like you were running for Congress or running for president or something like that. So what happens is, if it's a presidential year and somebody's running for the CDD, to be on the board. Let me put that one. So what will happen is, very top you have whoever's running for president, then you go down to senator, then you go down to Congress, then you go to your state elections, and then you go down to whatever. And then like on page 3 of your ballot, you're reading initiatives and offices that you didn't even know existed. Like, what is the mosquito control? And the airport authority, didn't even know we had one. And yes, we do have a small airport here in St. Augustine. But long story short, so the CDD goes there, and it can only be voted on by people who live in that area. So if you don't live within that community, you can't vote on it. So just kind of like Congress, you can't vote for a congressman who's not in your district either. So anyway, so those are the top 3 things you need to know. Any questions, or if you have any comments, thoughts, whatever, just go ahead and make a comment down below. I'd be more than happy to respond to you. Also, you can text the number below, and I would be more than happy to set up a time if you're looking to relocate to Northeast Florida. I'd be more than happy to help you. So you can shoot me a text, phone call, whatever works best for you, and I'll talk to you. Thanks a lot. Have a great day, and I look forward to meeting you in person. Bye-bye.